Did you get our dolly?
I did. And I don't think you'll have any more trouble with Johnny Bolton.
That's wonderful. Do you want to stay for our show? We'll be able to start it in a few moments, thanks to you.
When did my squirrel come home?
Just now.
Don't disturb me. Sport, did you say? All these things? Has my little spendthrift been...
Don't worry. We'll find you and we'll fix you
Playing
up.
hard to get, are we?
It's her. She's the murderer.
There's the one. What done it? Leave us alone, you... No one rid me of this turbulent priest.
Murderer. Who are you hiding from, you bloody lurker?
Sheep! It's got blood on her hands!
You did it, didn't you?
There they are! Get him!
It's her. She's the murderer.
Poor Mrs. Marley. I warned her against taking vanilla and chocolate together. You can lose your balance. Not a very well-made safe, is it?
Where does the gold come from? That's the answer to everything, I bet.
Sorry. Baby needs stone soup, eh? Good girl for eating. Now I just need to replace all my chemicals. Stuart. I've got to talk to Stuart. Maybe he's got the chemicals I need squirreled away somewhere.
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Haworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. Do you ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Well, she's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works with the labs, doesn't he? And he owes me a favour. I'll drop by his house. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Sally Boyle. Well, I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Oh, this little thing. Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault. So I got the sack.
That weasel.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lab. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Ratholm? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes' fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Ratholm.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Well, you can't say Dr. Hughes doesn't have a keen sense of style. I'd better be particularly careful in there. If he knows I'm there, it'll get nasty fast.
I can't see you, but I know you're there. Fee-fi-fo-fum. Someone's been skipping their medication. What's that? Thought you were invisible, did you? You're sick and you need help. What's going on?
This must be the bag Harry wanted.
Who's there? Someone hasn't been taking their joy. Marco? Marco? Get out, or I'll make you get out. So there's the guilty
Quite a sturdy bag. I wonder if Gwen would fit in here. She'd need to be able to breathe, some source of oxygen, and soundproofing in case she starts crying. I bet Lionel could make something like that. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Did you get Dr. Hughes's bag?
I've got it.
Aren't you Brillo? Well, here's the formula you'll need. You can get to Ratholm via the maintenance tunnels. There's a code at the door. It's 1649.
I really am sorry about the accident. I thought Anton had a handle on things.
Well, now we know. Cheerio.
Nasty. I'll need a few things before I go. I can get there from any hatch, now that I've got the code.
Afternoon.
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do. That's a rather odd bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
Off with the wet, on with the dry. Wipe up the poop so the baby doesn't cry. The road goes ever on and on. I am So glad Foggy Jack doesn't live down there. Lovely weather. And that's for telling lies about me after school. I half expect to see some horribly mutated Cheshire cat watching me from one of these trees. Aha! I was sure Antoine had another lab, but he always said it was my imagination. A lab partner knows.
Please stand by for decontamination. You have been decontaminated.
Better you than me. baby. I wouldn't do this for anybody else. What's this keycard doing here? I bet whoever left it was wearing a dress without pockets.
Testing Formula A317. Subject is a downer from the village. Retrieved from the Garden District September 12, 1964. Tests negative for plague.
We don't matter. Just because we can't take choice. That gives you the right to stamp us with plague.
Calm down. This experiment has approval from Dr. Verloc himself.
Fuck Dr. Verloc. Tommy Kingsmill drank your fucking test tube and he was a bloody dead mushroom farm by dawn.
Everybody knows we have to do something. This is something. Look, just drink it down. There's a good girl.
Why don't you drink it? For science!
How did you get out of your... God!
Bottoms up!
God! No!
I suppose I just shove my canteen in there and hope it doesn't burn my hand off. Full canteen. I hope Harry's right about getting the mercury out. Good. Now I can sneak back in any time. Out of the smelly darkness into... well, not that much better.
I won't let anyone take my little girls away.
How do you plan to manage that? You mustn't lie to them.
I'm not.
I said, how do you plan... Follow the yellow brick road. Mind the gap, please. Right. Next ingredient, pituitary extract. Stuart Adams was tinkering with my old extractor, wasn't he? Maybe I can buy it back from him. Or borrow it. I could use a bit of money.
Then?
And I bet Stuart wouldn't mind having a few Sally specials to sell. The old top
Sally?
shelf.
You never come by anymore.
Well, Fiona.
Oh, Cerberus. Aye. She's never understood me, Sally. Not like you do.
She mentioned, among other things, that you've improved my extractor. Have you still got my extractor?
I have. Oh, you're going to be very proud of me. It's much quicker now. Might even sting a little less.
You've improved it?
Would you like to test it out?
You sure Fiona won't murder you?
Oh, she barks, but she don't bite. Much.
I'll let you know how it works. Honey pituitary extract from someone who's been exposed to mustard gas. Mikey Forrester's clinic ought to have a patient or two like that. I'll send him a note on the blower.
How can I help you?
Got anything yummy and new?
I hope you like that. It's one of my favourites.
There you go. Hope your bird likes it.
Flowers. Lionel, flowers. I got you an invitation. Are you sure you really want to go to the Reform Club together? I'm not sure that nurse's uniform still fits.
Oh, no. I'm not much of a night owl anyway. I just hate being excluded, you know. Oh, I made your outfit for you. It's ever so slimming. I think you'll look wonderful in it. Oh, you always look wonderful.
You're such a dear. What would I do without you?
Come by any time you need something new to wear. It's such a joy making clothes for you. You always make me look so good.
Mind if I look around? Please stop crying. Please. This would be so much easier if I had someone to help. But it can't be your daddy because he's a... Well, I think he's a bit of a psychopath. And I suppose if I were with him, the moment you went to sleep, he'd want attention for himself, and then I'd be so desperately tired I'd bludgeon him to death. And wouldn't we be in a pickle then? Let's see what Mikey has to say for himself. Someone's upstairs. How'd they get in? Well, General, why didn't you let yourself in?
You didn't answer my knock.
I wasn't home.
Then you ought to lock the door. Oh, the memories always come back.
Oh, then you have such dreadful things to remember.
Be nice.
Let me make the bad memories go away.
What on earth is that?
Are you hallucinating? Rainbow has all sorts of crazy side effects.
It couldn't be a cat. Hasn't been a cat since the war.
You are going to love this one.
Couldn't be a baby.
Don't be silly. No one's had a baby in 15 years. Say, ah! Dance with me, Robert.
Shame I won't remember any of
You do come here to forget. Ow. Fuck in a bucket. General? Robert? Are you still here? Please don't still be here. He'll forget. He has to forget. No one can know about you, Gwen. Especially not the General. Found someone. Meet usual place. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mikey. You could have just written down the name and sent it up the blower.